Hello, welcome to Help Desk with Joe. I have with me today Joe.
We're back.
We're back. We're here. We got another show. You're doing a product review again. We've had a lot of those lately. I really like that aspect of what you do. Of course, the goals of the show are to help people with technology issues, keep people safe, and do product reviews so people know what kind of items they should or could or can get.
Right.
All right, why don't you introduce today's product?
Okay, today's product is a phone case for the Google Pixel. It's made by Spigen. It's the Spigen Armor Google Pixel case.
Okay, so how did you decide on this case? Because this is your case, right?
Yes, this is the case on my phone.
How long have you had it? Let's start with that.
I've had it as long as I've had the phone, so about 2 months.
Okay, so you got 2 months under your belt of using this case. How did you decide on this case?
Well, when I first got my phone, the first thing I immediately wanted to do is get a case.
Right.
And I went to my old faithful company, Ballistic, and Ballistic let me down. They did not have a Pixel case, and as far as I know, they are not going to make a Pixel case, which disappoints me. This is my first phone without a case made by Ballistic.
This seems like a pretty popular phone,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure it's a conversation for a different time. It's just odd they wouldn't accommodate this phone, knowing it's going to be popular.
Right.
But anyway, so you made this decision. Why don't you start in with the specifics? I guess we'll go that route.
Okay, it's just a all-in-one piece plastic case. It fits your phone right inside here. It just snaps right in place, and it has your holes for your camera, your fingerprint reader, your headphone jack on top, and your charging port on the bottom. And then the ports for your speakers, it actually has them angled out.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So instead of this,
you have to use your hand to block it. Yeah,
right.
It does it for you. I spent a lot of time blocking that towards me. Okay. When you bought this, were there other colors, or what options did you have?
Yeah, there was a couple different models, a couple different colors, but I went with the black. In this model, that comes in, I think, black, gray, maybe one other color.
Okay. All right. Is there any features that drew you to this right away when you bought it?
Yeah, it was one of the more durable ones from Spigen for this case. It is drop resistant. I could not find a rating on their website, but it is drop resistant. Probably wouldn't drop it off the house, but if it fell out of your pocket, I'd feel more comfortable with it than I would just the phone.
Right. And I remember we talked about your phone case for your last phone, and you were talking you could drop it off your roof. It was rated for 20 feet or something.
Yeah.
And that was 1 story.
Yeah.
Easy. So we're talking about that. Okay. So when you went with this, you went to plain black. Is there anything else that I know you're flipping out that? Okay.
Yeah, it comes with a kickstand, which is one thing I've been looking for on a phone for a while now, is a good kickstand for the case, and it actually does pretty well. I am very pleased with the kickstand, built-in kickstand capability.
Okay. And I don't have one on mine, but just in case you're not familiar with it, it's a little leg that kicks out and folds back in.
So I'm sold on that, and I really like that feature of it.
And when you got this one, is there anything in particular that drew you to this particular case? Or did you have it in your mind you wanted the Spigen, or?
No, I was just looking for Google Pixel cases, and the Spigen one stood out for what it does, the protection it offers, and the price.
Okay. Was the one all-in-one feature important to you?
No, not really, because I was used to the Ballistic ones that had the multiple layers.
Right.
So I'm good either way with that. It's just I found one that worked for me, so that's the way I went.
You like it better now that it's only one piece?
Yeah, actually I do. I like the only one, so if I need to take it out, I just flip it out and snap it back in.
That's the one I had the time before was 2-piece, and it aggravated me a little bit. You have to always 2 pieces.
Well, and that's when I had my Nexus 5. It was 2 pieces, so when I charged it wirelessly at night, I had to take it out of the case. And
okay. What would you say the pros are for this case?
The pros of it is it's sleek, it's not very big, it's lightweight, it doesn't add a lot extra weight to your phone, and then, like I said, I'm really sold on the kickstand.
Okay. And I know I asked you this before, but give us some examples of when you use the kickstand. Like, how's that make it important?
Well, if I'm sitting on my desk.
Now, and keep in mind, you're in a technology field.
So. Right. If I'm sitting on my desk and I'm looking up a part or got a video going that I'm needing to watch, or just checking emails, instead of pulling it up, sitting there playing with it, I can leave it on my desk, and if I hear a notification come in, I can run it from on my desk, not having to actually pick up the device.
That does make sense. And I do spend a lot of time looking at mine flat and trying to look up to see.
Yeah, and I listen to a lot of podcasts, so I can leave it on my desk angled like that, and then I can control my podcast as I'm listening.
Okay. What other pros do you have in this case?
Not the price.
Okay.
$30 for the case, which is really
That's reasonable for a
yeah,
case.
yeah, that's really reasonable considering your ballistics or your OtterBox or your LifeProof cases are $89. Granted, those offer a lot more protection, but for $30 for a nice mid-range case, it is really a really good price point.
Does the speakers being angled, is that a big bonus, or what do you think of those?
Yeah, actually, it does help the sound. Let me play something real quick. Play a podcast that I'm.
Because I know I've spent a lot of time cupping my hand to bend the sound towards me.
Yeah.
So that one, I don't bother everybody around me, and two, like if I'm in a noisy setting, it helps to get it angled towards you.
Right.
So that's a pretty neat feature, really.
Yeah.
Movies, I could watch a YouTube video, but if I ever hit pause,
Nice. Okay,
Yeah,
so it definitely bends a lot of sound.
Yeah, it angles it out and it doesn't muffle it.
Nice. Okay. Any other pros?
That pretty well takes care of the pros.
All right, Joe's cons list. Tell us about the cons.
The cons, one of the big ones was I couldn't easily find the drop rating.
Okay. So there is a drop rating. We just don't know what it is.
Right. And then I'm used to my cases having like a built-in screen protector. That's one other thing I would like to see was a built-in screen protector. I had to get a separate screen protector, which is fine, but I've come to custom to have it built in. So not a lot of cons, but just
Little stuff.
yeah, little
Yeah,
stuff.
not too bad. Okay. If you're going to do your Joe's thumbs up, thumbs down, what are we looking at?
We're looking at a good solid 4.5 stars.
Okay. And the half star, based off your cons,
Yeah,
you want that built-in screen cover.
yeah, or at least a little more durable, or at least give me an idea of a drop rating. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. In your field, that's important stuff.
Yes.
Now, for the average person who may not realize that they're in I'd say real, but a
Guaranteed.
guaranteed drop
Yeah.
rating certification.
Yeah, because I have sold several cases over the years, especially the ballistic. When they say, "Do you trust it?" and I throw my case across the room, and Cena, and I've had a lot of people freak out and say, "Don't do that." You know how many things I've sold by doing this?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If
Well, I thought
can't-
you were going to say you're throwing Cena's phone across the room.
Well, I did that once, and that was she was hoping it would break so she could get a new phone, but the case was just too good.
Held up. All right. All right. If anybody wanted to get a hold of you, and maybe not just discuss this case, but any case,
Right.
And I'm sure you can get these through your web store.
Yep.
Okay. Tell them how they access you.
You can give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com, or be like Dave and like us on Facebook.
I like the Facebook like. I get your deals every morning. And the old joke, I wish I had more money.
And
You
you
wish I had more money too. So, but okay. So remember all these shows we do, and we're doing all the sports. We're getting into winter sports now with basketball and wrestling. So A&M Digital Technologies produces and hosts all our shows. Does all the background work that you mentioned earlier of our conversation. And we got Cena behind the camera doing all the producing. So go to A&M Digital Technologies, get a hold of Joe, like their Facebook page, and go back and watch all the podcasts. How many podcasts are we on?
Oh, we're getting close to 100. I think we're about 89, 90.
Really?
Yeah,
I
we're
remember
right.
we crossed 50. That was a big deal.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
And 60, and then we kind of like,
Yeah,
so now we're getting close.
yeah, we're almost picking at the 100 mark. So,
Okay, so
we
go
might
back
have to do
through-
something big, maybe.
Go back through and watch all the podcasts to get more information about things technology related. And if you have any questions, get a hold of Joe and Cena at A&M Digital Technologies. Otherwise, we'll be back next week with a new show.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.